Hello, my name's Adam and welcome to day 14 of my 31 days of horror. Now, one of my favourite things about working through all my unwatched Blu-Rays and DVDs is when you stumble on an absolute gem. Often you have no idea why you bought it, or where, or when. Putting it on and realising what you've got is a really good feeling. Anyway, tonight it was Black Sunday.
Not since Dracula stalked the earth has the world known so terrifying a day or night.
It is I who renounce you, and in the name of Satan I place a curse upon you.
Black Sunday is like no motion picture you have ever seen. There are those who believe and those who do not. But both must know the suspense, the shock of meeting the living dead and of bringing the dead to life.
Look into my eyes. Embrace me. You will die, but I can bring you pleasures mortals cannot know.
Black Sunday, the most terrifying motion picture you'll ever see. Satan, wearing strange robes and fighting with all the furies of Hades, arouses the countryside to a frenzy of black terror.
Directed by Mario Bava and based heavily on a short story by Nikolai Gogol, Black Sunday was a film so reviled and disgusting that it was banned on its release in the UK. Eventually this earned them a new edit so it could be released here and in America, eventually in 1968. Now I've seen both versions now and yeah, even for the era, it's pretty good. But anyway, what's this all about? So, the film opens in 17th century Moldavia, and a young woman, Princess Assa, has been sentenced to death by her own brother for witchcraft. Now, as the crowds gather to prepare to burn her at the stake, she utters a curse on her brother, condemning his descendants and promising that she'll return. They eventually shut her up by nailing a big old bronze mask shaped like Satan's face into her face. Ooh. 2 centuries pass and we return to Moldavia with Dr. Thomas Kruvijan and his assistant Dr. Andrew Gorobek. While travelling, they stumble on an ancient ruin of a chapel where they discover Assa's tomb. Being a curious man and frankly a bit of a dick, Kruvijan forces his way into the tomb, cutting his hand on the glass, spraying blood over the partially preserved corpse of the witch. Naturally, this blood sets into motion the reanimation of the witch, whose body grows in strength. Quite remarkable series of imagery. As Assa grows in strength, her sights become set on Katia, her descendant, who's her absolute spitting image. She now resides in the castle. Both doctors become embroiled in the dark conspiracy, taking opposite sides before the final showdown between walking corpse and the forces of good can take place. I mean, it's pretty great. Sometimes when I watch older films, I find myself in awe. There's a different type of stagecraft to this era of movies, particularly when it's gothic horror like this one. and this one has it in buckets. Now you can certainly see why filmmakers like Tim Burton list this as one of their favourite horrors of all time. This is as classic as they get. Oh, and if you get a chance, watch the uncut version of the film. It's called The Mask of Satan, normally. If you can find that, it's fantastic. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.